feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Seahawks, towering wide receiver. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Seahawks and the Rams on EA Sports.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in playing some decent football. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Seattle. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Here's Hooker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Just 2 plays in. Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Short throw to Smith, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Here's Hooker to throw it. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46, here's his 2nd and 4. Hand off to Spears. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Hooker. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Look at a juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Hooker's going to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing. Hooker. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. York able to send this one through. Now the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. It's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you know...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Josh Allen, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Hurts. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. The Seahawks are 10-6 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. That's expecting to play really well here.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They go play action with Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. These 2 teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And here's a give to Spears. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Now Hooker. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Spears. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tui Pelotu from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he fends him off. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hooker. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43-yard
Looking to throw. Hooker. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. Hooker to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Hooker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
At the 6-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams add 6 to their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 2nd down, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Hooker throwing again on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going out wide, finds Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Rams.
Right back to Spears. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a run by Spears. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hooker now off play action. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, second and a yard.
At the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Danny Gray from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Hooker. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Shoves him away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 107 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing. Hooker. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. To throw on second down, here's Hooker. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hooker to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. York able to
send this one through.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And now a run with Spears.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And Spears with another carry.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run with Spears.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Hooker.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Cleveland Farrell able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And out now come the Seahawks.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
At the 41-yard line.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards on the play.
But 1st down, Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Campbell.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Danny Gray
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
And they're faking on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
That is taken in by Hurst. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't score much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Hurts throw caught by Gray.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
He's back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they?